So one of the great things about FlameTree is we can address both types of people in the world. There's two types of people. There is the type of person who wants to know absolutely everything about why everything is occurring. For example, we've got a client who was in hospital with congested heart failure, and the family wanted to know what was causing it. Through FlameTree, we were able to let them know that it was the blood clots that occurred throughout their entire system because the kidneys weren't regulating the blood pressure through aldosterone enough. We're able to address that and balance that for that client to assist them in order to recover. The other type of person is the type of person that doesn't care about any of the details. And for those types of people with FlameTree, we've got you covered as well. In FlameTree, that's called Details No. What that means, for example, if you had an idea or a thought that was stuck in the energy field around your body that you wanted to process, it would just tell us, Wei Qi, yes, details no. In which case, we balance you, you move on. Speaking of the details no, where we come to in FlameTree, where that's super important, is for people who have gone through any type of trauma in their life. So for that type of person, rather than going through the counseling or the coaching methodology where you get the client to retell you or repeat it consciously about what they went through, the experiences they had and how they felt, which technically speaking actually hardwires into neuroplasticity, which means you're strengthening those connections. We all know this because repetition is the mother of success. So if you want to get really successful at re-traumatizing yourself, that could be one option. I hold degrees in both counseling and life coaching, and I no longer use them because with FlameTree, we don't have to re-traumatize anyone, because once the trauma comes up, the body and the innate wisdom will indicate enough detail in order for their innate wisdom to be able to process it for that person. What that means is if it's too traumatic and they don't want to relive any of it, it will just indicate a trauma with details no. We are done, we move on, client's balanced, they can process whatever it is they need to process and heal in the way that their innate wisdom is dictating. If, however, the person needed more specific details about which specific trauma it was because they've had a really hard life with multiple different traumas, then the innate wisdom will indicate something that will let them know which trauma it's related to without re-traumatizing them. For example, it could be a lifetime period or an age they were at in childhood where the trauma occurred. Whatever it is, the innate wisdom always releases just enough detail so the person can process the issue without re-traumatizing themselves.